Okay. Tell me you're that somebody. If I let this go, you can tell me right. I'll tell my no.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Queen Pebbles. This is the Pebbles Gang family, and for those who are new, welcome to my channel as well. We are glad to have you here. But today we are going to be starting a new series with a thrilling game called Murder by Choice. For those who don't know what it is, it's a murder mystery game. So I advise for those who might not like these type of games, this video will not be for you. But for those who are into mystery crimes just like me, then you will definitely enjoy this video. Thank you for tuning in today, and don't forget to share this video, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, if you have any recommendations when it comes to games you would like to see me react to, or any other challenges you are interested in seeing me do, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments down below. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this video, and I hope that you guys enjoy every bit of it. Okay, so we're already on a plane. And it looks like we're starting off with someone who's holding an invitation by the name of Carla Page from Isla Esperanza. It says, "This makes no sense." So the character is a journalist. It said, "Any journalist would kill to get a scoop on Ruben Navarro. Why would he want me to write a profile?" So it's like she's kind of doubting herself on that. Why would he want me to write a profile? I mean, everyone else on this plane is famous or important except me. So she doesn't obviously feel important enough. So apparently it looks like they're going through a bad storm, maybe a turbulence. She looks like she's kind of nervous, which I understand because I hate planes too. So I definitely understand that. If for those who know Final Destination type of thing.
He said he had some kind of vision.
No.
It ain't for me. But yeah, we're not doing that. And then it looks like her invitation says Carla Page, like we said in the beginning. So Margaret St. Germain, don't be nervous, Cherie. It's just a bit of turbulence. You haven't been to Isla Esperanza before, have you? And it says, where is it exactly? It's a private island, right? I'm probably going to go with the second answer. It's a private island. It says, I've only heard that Mr. Navarro has owned it for 15 years. So we were right. It's a private island. So that's good. It said it's a tropical paradise. No wonder Ruben cherry picks his guests every year. So she's obviously French. It says, so you must be someone very important. I'm Margaret, by the way. I know it's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. St. Germain. I'm Carla Page. You actually own the magazine I write for. I do? Oh, it's hard to keep track these days. So now there's more turbulence going on. And it says, mon Dieu, that drop. Not even private flights make a difference. So it said, oh, I'm sorry, Cherie. I can't think straight with this ear pain. Okay, so we have a choice to give her some chewing gum that could help or some water. And I feel like chewing gum is more logical anyways, because who thinks water is going to help them? Would you like some gum? I always carry a pack on board. She says, oh, what a splendid idea, Carla Marcy. Okay, so we're going to have to give her some gum. And it says, no worries, I'll just get my bag. So I'm guessing we're going to have to be the one to give it to her. So let's actually, it says my luggage will be in the passenger compartment. So we're going to go ahead and go to the compartment and give her her stuff. So, okay, so it looks like we have to find all the listed hidden objects in order for us to get the chewing gum. So let's go ahead and play with this. Alright, so we just made it and gave her the gum. So she looked like she's happy that we just gave it to her. She says, "You're such a darling, Carla. I can see why Ruben finally," and then she pauses because of the turbulence that they're going through again. So it looks like they're having a bad storm right now. And you can tell that everybody is a little bit nervous, which anybody would in the situation. It says, "Sorry about that, folks. There's a nasty storm brewing behind us." Okay. So, I mean, we already know that. It says, "Everyone okay?" I don't think so, because it said, "No, we're fine." You know you lying. "Sit tight. We're descending into Esperanza very soon." Okay, so cool. So we're about to head there, and we just landed, so we're actually good now. It says, "Oh wow." And she's basically saying, "No, look at she's looking at the views. I miss the ocean air." And it does look really neat. It said, "We're back, kiddos. Get ready to party." Woo, my man. So he's ready to party. It said, "Let's just get to the mansion first, okay?" Alright, so now it says, "So where's the big welcome?" We raced the storm ahead of Ruben's schedule, I think. A perfect moment to take in the scenery, isn't it? May I take a photo with you, Mrs. Saint Germain? Depends on what you need it for, Cherie. Just for me, for my magazine? I'm gonna say for my magazine, because just for me sounds kind of drastic. Our readers would love to see the woman behind the worldwide media. Fine. I suppose it won't hurt to boost your ratings a bit. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take a photo. And it actually looks really pretty. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we just took a picture. Boom. Look nice. It says, "Meeting Margaret. Although our flight was rocky, we finally reached Ruben's mansion. As expected, this island is a paradise. I'm thrilled to bond with Mrs. Saint Germain, the CEO of Worldwide Media, a fashion icon and a celebrity just like the other guests. No pressure." Okay. So it sounds like she's already got her stuff in the magazine. We got a little storyline, which is cool. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on. And there's somebody coming outside the door. It says, "Mr. Navarro is ready to see you now." Okay, so it looks like a security guard. May I show you to the foyer? Okay, so it looks like it said through the door, I bet. And it said, "Mind your own business, suits, or I'll bond for you." Okay, the name's Lucas Matanis. I don't care. I'm Mr. Navarro's security chief. I suggest you follow me. Why he's being a butthole? Not the security guard, but the other guy. Wolf, or whatever his name is. It's like, why are you being an a-hole? Like, nigga, it's not that serious. Anyways, it says, "Is that really Mr. Cat? I could offer my help to break the ice." Okay, so it looks like we could offer to lend a hand. It said you can use the hint button to see what to do next. Try it out for free, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Looks like it said, "Can I help you with something?" Oh, I doubt it. The locks on my suitcase just keeps getting stuck. Okay, so my dad taught me a few tricks with the bobby pin. May I? Please, I just want to get a souvenir out for Ruben. Okay, so you'll help me unlock the suitcase, right? So it looks like we have to unlock the suitcase. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we finished that. So thank you. I didn't mean to put you to work on your vacation.
No worries.
No worries.
It's sort of a working vacation
anyway.
Working
Right?
on Esperanza?
Working on Esperanza. I'm not sure Ruben would allow it.
Shall we go inside and
Should we go
ask
inside and
ourselves
ask him ourselves then? Okay. I don't know who Ruben is, but we'll figure that out. So now we gotta meet Ruben in the mansion, and that's exactly what we're about to go ahead and do, you guys. Alright, so it says hurricane. They're calling it Noah. It's a category 2, but it looks like it'll miss the island entirely. Okay, so they're talking about a hurricane. Then it says, "Well, I sailed my trusty boat to Esperanza. The ocean was as smooth as glass." Well, nobody really knows how a hurricane's gonna act. Ah, a full house. What a great treat to see you again, Cat. Alright, so that must be Esperanza. The dude. "A little something for your collection is promised. I'm very pleased you could join us, Miss Page." Gracias, Mr. Navarro. So yeah, it's him. It's surreal to be here. Right then, we have a lavish and exciting weekend ahead of us, my friends. Okay, so there's no cellular service on the island, but I'm setting up a local network. Meanwhile, most of you already know my assistant, Portia Frost, okay? She looks like she's mean. You'll find your room keys on the coffee table. Make sure yourselves at home. Make yourselves at home. Okay. So she looks like she has attitude. Hello, Mrs. Frost. I'm Carla Page. Yep, she looks like she has a attitude just by the way she looked and walked off with a sass. Like she's just snobbish or bougie. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get our keys for our room. And it says Carla, so now we can get our key. I actually like how they put the little roses on there. That's a cute little neat detail. And the little key that they gave us to our room looks so professional or elegant. It said, "Dear guests, please settle into Isla Esperanza, the home of my heart. Once my housekeeper serves dinner, we can all..." That's probably why the key is like that. It said Lucas Harry. I think it's because of the key is the home of his heart. That's actually cute how they did that. Okay, so, oh my god. Oh.
This nigga dead, y'all. Oh no, when this happened, niggas dying that ain't never died before.
So someone pretty much got murdered. Looks like in a pool of blood. This looks like it could be a crime. Ain't no way this was an accident, but he looked like he got stretched. So, I wonder who the person could potentially have been who killed this dude. It said, "Oh my god. Do something, I'm begging you." I mean, what can we do now? That nigga dead. I'm afraid it's too late, Mrs. Bird. Yeah, I mean, he's lying there. Samuel, help me pull Lucas out on the patio. Oh dear, my poor lad, you don't deserve this. That's sad. So we're going to take a picture, I suppose, as a journalist to take, this could be like a headline or a story of a nigga named Lucas, basically, who got stretched. Sadly, you know. But it's crazy. I wonder who actually killed him. Like, was he on somebody's bad radar? Can't call for a medical helicopter? Bless your heart, Cherie, but there's no helping anyone in this condition. We might as well be on Mars with this cell reception. Someone please bring the satellite phone. It's in the foyer. On it. Hey man, that's tragic. So I guess it's our job to go get the satellite phone. Lifeless. Of course. As always, it's like our character always has to do the most in every story that we play. We're gonna have to find out this mystery murder. It's whatever. But first, let's go ahead and give this cellular phone for the guy. So it looks like we have to look for some hidden objects. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so now that we got the cellular phone, we can go ahead, the satellite phone, we can go ahead and give it to the guy outside. So let's go ahead and hand it to him, Mr. Navarro. So it said he's really gone. That's awful. I'm so sorry. I think he tripped and hit his head. Not Lucas. He didn't have a clumsy bone in his body. So if he didn't have a clumsy bone in his body, that means potentially he could have been murdered. Because ain't no way. If he's not a clumsy person, then he shouldn't have fell or tripped on anything. So I think that is crazy that everybody feel that way. But it just doesn't add up to me. So Yeah, hopefully we can figure out the potential of who actually did kill him. But it says, Jax, please help the Admiral move the body to the basement for now. Okay, so it looks like he's using his phone, cellular phone, to call someone. So it said, I'll come with you. What a weird story. I'll make a few photos just in case. So we're going to take photos of the blood stain. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take that picture. Alright, here we are. So we're going to take a picture of the crime scene. So like the blood is first, and then we're going to go ahead and do the little holes that he tripped over supposedly, which is still, crazy to me because I don't think that's true. Alright, so now that we got the photos out the way, it says get Ruben, but first we're going to do this real quick. It said, how did Lucas die? My journalist senses led me to investigate the pool patio. It seems like Lucas tripped on the drain hose, smashed his head on the edge of the pool. But why would he fall backward? There must be more to the story. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all to me, guys.
That little motherfucker myself. See you and Diamond been playing games.
Yeah, guys, after reading that post on the phone, I really don't think it makes sense either, because it's like, if someone fell, they wouldn't trip backwards. That doesn't make sense. Like, you would fall forward, considering that he was laying in a pool the way he was. It looks like the body was tampered with. Somebody must have placed him in that pool by himself, because ain't no way the way he's perfectly positioned on his back and floating up, he did that himself. And because, besides, look at how the if y'all see how this is angled, it don't even look like that is possible. But anyways, I don't think it, because of the water hose is positioned differently and the way it shows it's laying on the ground. I really don't think he tripped on it. I think somebody's playing games, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out who's doing this. Alright, after having a little reflection about what's going on, now we can go back into the game. So it says, oh, Mrs. Page, is there something you need? So now we're having a conversation with Mrs. Bird. Just trying to lend an ear. How are you coping, Mrs. Bird? I've lived through worse shocks, but worse heartaches. So she looks like she's going through the stress, which I can understand, because she just lost someone. It keeps hitting me all over again that Luke's is gone. I just seem to pull myself away. If you don't mind me asking, did you notice anything odd? You found the body, right? I'm going to say the first one, because I feel like the second one's kind of hinting that she's the suspect. Does this accident seem strange to you in any way? Oh, I don't know. Luke was young, healthy, and steady on his feet. Okay, so that was a clue. Should have had decades to live. So, okay, so nothing tragic ever happens on Esperanza, and now on this special weekend. Okay, so this, Oh, Ruben's gas shouldn't go hungry any longer because of me. Please, you're shivering like a leaf, Mrs. Bird. You must be in shock. Let me find you a blanket, okay? Oh, alright, dear. I think I left one back on the veranda. So now we have to give her a blanket. But it seemed like we found a clue that Luke definitely was in great shape, which means that this has to be a murder that was put in play by someone, because he couldn't have died by accident. I don't care what nobody say. That nigga did not die from being from tripping on a dang water hose. That don't sound right. And he wouldn't have fell backwards. That just seems so dumb. I think whoever placed him in that pool purposely orchestrated the murder themselves and placed his body in a pool to look like an accident, which is crazy. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so it says Freddy Wolf. Hi. Some grim business by the pool there, hey? Show some respect. Way too grim. We're gonna say the first one because that is stupid. Like, show some respect, bro. He just died. Can you be more respectful here? Someone just died. Whoa, calm down. I'm just saying it put a damper on the weekend. Who cares about the weekend, nigga? Somebody just died. What did Lucas tell you? Where were you? Yeah, I want to know what Lucas tell him, because he did, like, whisper in his ear. I saw Lucas whisper to you on the veranda. What was that about? Yeah, like, they had a private moment. Huh? Nothing you need to worry about. Where did you come from anyway, pretty thing? It's Carla Page, and who's asking? You don't know who I am? The one and only Freddy Wolf. Obviously, you're not that important if I don't know you. Want to hear more about this goalkeeper and heartbreaker, huh? I have to get this blanket to Mrs. Bird now. Yeah, you are definitely not irrelevant. Like, relevant at all. You're irrelevant to me. So, it's like, get her out of our face, because I don't know why he thinks that he have the ego and that he's that important for us, but no. Anyways, let's go ahead and give Mrs. Bird this blanket. It says, thank you, dear. I'll be fine. I just need a few minutes. Take as long as you need, Mrs. Bird. We haven't met. Admiral Sam Wilkinson, and who might you be? Pleased to meet you, Admiral. I'm Carla Page. So, is this your first, death outside a funeral? Yeah, and yet you don't seem to be shook up by it. Why is that? Just trying to connect the dots. You aren't shocked either. I'm just trying to connect the dots, honestly, because we're just trying to solve a murder. Something that you people don't know what to do. The things that happen to the best ones in this country, sheer misfortune. You've witnessed a traumatic event, Mrs. Page. Don't read too much into it. So you're trying to tell me that I can't... Yeah, like, nigga, please. We're going to keep investigating whether he liked it or not. Mr. Montones was loyal to Ruben, and I can't imagine a better virtue in a security man. Freddie Wolf wasn't a big fan of Lucas, was he? You sure do ask a lot of questions. Comes with working at Peak Life, I suppose. A reporter? What in God's name are you doing here? Just my job. I was personally invited. Obviously, I was personally invited to a private island. How else would I be here? It was an invitation from Mr. Navarro himself. Oh, I seriously doubt that. Excuse me. Well, you can doubt all you want. Nobody cares. It seemed like everybody has their panties tied in a bunch, like they don't really care for me. And I understand. It's expected. Just because I'm a journalist, I guess it threatens them, my job, in a way. But anyways, we need a screwdriver to open that. So we're going to have to find a screwdriver real quick. Alright, so now we are on to our next task, which is to find a screwdriver, you guys. I am curious on what we might find underneath as our third clue, because I want to know who actually did kill this man, so this would be perfect. But okay, now that we're out on the veranda, here it looks like a person said, can I help you, Senorita? Oh, hello, are you Mr. Navarro's groundkeeper? See, I'm Joaquin Diaz, but everyone calls me Q. Alright, so we meet in someone. Whatever grows on Isla Esperanza, I tend to it or know about it. So he's a worker here. Nice to meet you, Q. I'm Carla Page. I don't suppose you're carrying a screwdriver? And then let's see what he says. It says only shears and trowels here. Trowels here, Mrs. Page, but you can check the toolbox over there. Alright, so now we have to look through the toolbox. So let's... Alright, so now that we got the screwdriver, we can go ahead and head back so we can open the little towel underneath so we can see what other clues that we got in the pool. So let's go back to the pool patio, you guys. And let's see exactly what clue that we'll find or what's underneath there. It could be something dealing with the murder weapon or something. But it said, I could remove this. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove it. Alright, and I'm gonna pull up the stuff, all that trash and stuff underneath it. And it looks like an enamel pen. Okay, an enamel pen. I don't know what that is. Oh, here come this nigga. Oh ho, check out Nancy Drew over here. Snoop much? Alright, so it looks like, well yes, actually I do. I'm a journalist. A reporter? What the... Do you have a problem here, Mr. Wolf? It's all good. I'm gonna find some food. Oh, Freddy's limping. Never a good sign for an athlete of his age. The storm is going to delay the authorities. Since we're fairly sure that Lucas has an accident, there's no urgency. With all due respect, Mr. Navarro, I believe there's a bigger story here. Yeah, I think it was murder. I don't think it. Ruben, you should get some rest, Mrs. Page. I promise we'll discuss your article after dinner. I didn't mean. Yeah, I think it's much more to this, but we'll figure out. So now we have to enter our suite. So let's go ahead and open it with the key. It looks like it's luxurious. I ain't gonna lie. Looks like a nice luxurious suite. Oh yeah, that's nice. Wow, is this my room? I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, this actually looks very cozy. And it has like some fishes at the bottom that you can see through. That's actually nice. Inspect the note on the door. You gotta know that these people are rich. Okay, so now we gotta scan this little barcode. I don't know what it's for, but let's go ahead and scan it. And now it looks like it's a location to where we're at, which is the aquarium suite. So I guess it's letting us know each time we can use this app for a map to find our way around. So that's perfect. A map of the island. This will help me get around. So that's perfect because we can learn where we're at. And it said the following story. I found an animal pen at the crime scene, which can be a lead, but everyone's either suspicious of me or ignoring my side of the story. The obnoxious football player Freddie Wolf is the only one remotely interested for all the wrong reasons. I bet. So it looks like everyone's heavily riding her dick, like obviously. I love to just watch the fish, but I better work on my article. It seems like everybody is riding her dick just because they feel like she's a suspect, but I don't think she is. You know, it's her job. She's a journalist, and what journalists do, they have to come up with some type of story. So I feel like that is definitely what we're gonna do. But let's go ahead and get these objects found, you guys. Okay, now that we retrieved the file, we can go ahead and focus on having her get comfortable, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, it says, let's see what I've got so far. A reunion at Stanford University. There's Ruben with Jack's trainer and Janet Lim. Okay, so that must be some important people. They seem to be very close. Ruben's shaking hands with Admiral Samuel Wilkinson. Is he somehow involved with the military? Okay, so he knows them as well. Navarro Industries has done a lot for renewable energy and pharma too. How to decipher the enigma of Ruben Navarro? Okay, it looks like she's getting sleepy after looking at that file folder, which I can understand because it's a lot of work probably for a journalist. Alright, so now we are on to Friday afternoon, 1424. Okay, all the way to 1607. Okay, so it looks like she slept for some time. And it said, what? Did somebody knock? So now, obviously, someone's at our door. So, is there someone at my door? Now we have to get up and figure it out. And we have to check to see who's outside. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know who it could be, but there's a whole tropical ecosystem down there. Okay, let's check the door. So it says, Mrs. Page, finally.
Do you
always keep people waiting in such dreadful weather? I fell asleep. You didn't wait long. How much I fell asleep? Sorry, I dozed off. The jet lag finally got to me. Sure, flying the luxurious Navarro Airlines must have been dreadful. She got an attitude problem. Ruben wanted to see you in the parlor. I assume it's about your article. If you're tempted to take advantage of the accident, I strongly advise against it. Who asked you anyway? Not at all. I'm so sorry about Lucas. He seemed like a nice man.
And that was the problem.
Wasn't it? Security guards aren't meant to be nice.
He was one of Ruben's strays.
He was one of Ruben's strays. Well, you ought to know. Strays? What's your problem? I'm not gonna answer that. I'm gonna say strays. If I ask her the problem, we probably might not even know anymore. Don't Lucas have a family?
Back in Lithuania, yes.
Back in Lithuania? Yes. I feel bad for him.
Not everyone.
Now please excuse me. Not everyone can afford to stand around chatting all day. Don't keep Mr. Navarro waiting, Mrs. Page. I want to snap that. I want to snap her neck.
I could talk to him
Looks
later.
miserable. I could talk to him later. She made me want to snap her neck because it's like, first off, who are you talking like that, miss? She over there having an attitude. It's like she has an attitude with everybody. Maybe she needs some dick in her life. I don't know what's going on, but something ain't right. But yeah. Let's go ahead and go to the parlor and talk to Mr. Vera. Alright, so
Mr. Navarro.
now we're
I heard you
here.
were looking
Okay,
for
so
me.
Mr. Navarro, I heard you were looking for me. Miss Page, glad you could join. And please call me Ruben.
Only if you call me
Okay.
Carla.
Only if you call me Carla.
I'm sorry.
It's a deal, Carla. I'm sorry your arrival was marred by this tragedy.
Lucas will be missed dearly.
Lucas will be missed dearly. Good friends are hard to come by. That's true. Facts on that. About your profile, I found this pen. I don't want to tell him any of the information that we
Miss
found, so we're
Frost
going to
says
do the
you
first
wanted
one.
to discuss the
Because I don't want him to be
article.
suspicious that we found and we were like snooping around. Did I mention that Lucas was a devoted reader of yours? We have a household subscription to Peak Life.
Wow, I'm flattered.
Your
Wow,
modesty
I'm
is
flattered.
delightful.
Your modesty is
Reminds me of
delightful.
someone
Reminds me of someone dear to me.
Now, tell me something, Carla Page.
Now tell me
Do you
something,
play
Carla
the
Page.
piano?
Do you play the piano? I've been taking lessons, not so well. I'm gonna say the first one.
Actually,
I want to get close
I've
to
been
everybody
trying to
around here
learn
and get them
major
the best
scales.
skills. Actually, I've been trying to learn the major scales.
Knowledge is key to everything.
Wonderful. Knowledge is key to
the
everything.
only
It's
way
the only
to
way we'll
survive
survive as a species.
Over the
That's
years,
facts.
humanity has lost so much
Over the years,
knowledge.
humanity just
The
lost so much
Library of
knowledge. The
Alexandria.
Library of
It grieves
Alexandria.
me to
It grieves me
think
to think of it.
Not to mention
Yeah, that is facts.
Constantinople.
Not to mention Constantinople.
I can only
Constantinople.
hope that our generation
I can only
learned
hope that if our generation
to
learned
not
enough to
let
not let the
history
history
repeat
repeat itself.
Now have a seat.
Yeah, facts.
I'll
Each
show you a
generation
song
is
I've been
different.
working
Now have a seat. I'll
It's
show you a
only
song
a
I've been
few
working
notes
on. It's
so
only a
far.
few notes so
May
far.
I take a quick photo for my article first?
It says, may I take a quick photo for my album first? He says, be my guest. All right, so we're taking a quick photo of him, Mr. Rivera. All right, that looks like a nice pic. It says, thank you. That will make a captivating cover photo. My pleasure, Mrs. Page. Now let's tickle the ivory, shall we? So now that we have all that, I think we're going to just let this be our stopping point. Thank you guys for tuning on to this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell and leave any recommendation comments. Peace out, you guys.
Cause I really need somebody. Tell me you're that somebody. If I let this go, you can't tell me right. I'll tell my no. Cause I really need somebody. Tell me you're that somebody.